Hello, my name is Lucy and we're here at the YMCA. Are you a person who has very little time to work out and want a quick and effective workout? Well, according to my program that I set up for you today, it gears towards any fitness level, and you can choose how to do it, the time that you have available, and if you do good form and create change in intensity, you'll be successful. So let's get to it. So our first element is compound movements. Compound movements utilizes more than one muscle group, and it replicates what our body naturally does throughout the day. So our first exercise in that element is going to be a squat. A squat works on the quadriceps, the glutes, the hamstring, and works on the hinging of the hips, so you get the mobility of the hips. It also is a good way to build strength and get that proper mobility. So when we were talking about a squat in a parallel position, we take that hip back into a flexion and we hinge and keep our chest up. Then we straighten through the heels of the feet, contracting our glutes and hamstring, and we sit back again. Go as deep as you can, stay into those heels, lift your chest, get that hip extension, get that hip flexion, mobility, work the glutes, hamstring, and quads. Our next exercise is a push-up. This is a fast and effective strength exercise. It works mainly the chest, but involves the arms, chest, and back, as well as the back of the arms, your triceps. So when you do a push-up, there's lots of ways you could do it. You could modify it against the wall. You could do it on the floor, more difficult. You could do it on an incline with your feet higher than your body. You could start off on the chair, making sure that the core is engaged, the head and neck are in alignment with the spine. When you go down, take a breath in, bend the elbows, push away, exhale, don't lock out at the elbows. Inhale down, exhale, keep the core embraced. And our third exercise is dips. Dips are a very good upper body strength exercise. It's not a popular one, but it's something we need. When you do a dip, start off at the chair, put your hands at the corner of the chair as close as you can to your body. Make sure your body is upright. Tailbone is in front and slightly down in front of the chair. You're going to lower your torso, bend the elbows no further than the shoulders, look forward, push away with the triceps, don't lock the elbows. Again, take your breath in and take your breath out. So when you do a dip, you can do it on a chair, on a bench. You could do it also with the feet on a chair to give you more progressive movement, making it more challenge. And you can also do it on a regular dip machine, which is just your own body weight, which is much more difficult. The next element is explosive moves, better known as plyometric moves. This requires power and strength. When you do these moves, be very mindful of the engagement of the core. The landing of your jump should be controlled through the core embrace. You can do jumps in place on the step, or even using some kind of guideline like tape measure to get you moving bigger range of motion. We're going to do forward jumps, side jumps, in and out jumps. That would be your jump. The second exercise is your split lunge jumps. Keeping that 90 degree angle. Front knee always over the ankle, back knee under the hip, torso upright, engage the core. We jump and we switch. We jump and we switch. This is your split jump exercise. Our third jump is going to be the burpee. Okay, this one you could start off using a chair. You're going to jump up, you're going to place your hands, jump back, you're going to come back into a squat, and then jump up. So that's how you start off as a beginner. You take it down to the step and then down to the floor. You can use a BOSU or a ball to make it even more challenging. Another exercise for the explosive movements is something you're very used to, is jumping jacks. But jumping jacks could be done many different ways. You got your traditional jack, you got your heel jack, you got your cross jack, and you got your double jack. all different variations how to do a jack, which is great for explosive movements. And our third element is full body movements, okay? These are exercises that target and tax on to your cardiovascular system. So you really get to work that cardiovascular system. The first one is upper body with the lower body, doing a jab, a cross, and a kick. Jab, cross, kick. Make sure you go to the tempo you want with good form and technique. Make sure you do both sides. Jab, cross, kick. Jab, cross, kick. Now remember, the speed of the movement is going to determine the intensity. Our second movement in the full body movements is a mountain climber. You could start off on the chair, okay, if you're first learning it. Make sure that you engage your core and make sure you're hitting a plank position, including the head, neck, and alignment. Start off by just tapping, and then increase the speed, and then eventually take your feet exactly off the floor one at a time. Keeping the core, you want as least amount of bouncing up and down with the torso and the hips. You can take it down to the step, you can take it down to the floor. Of course, the lower you go, the harder it is. And our third exercise in our full body movements is jump rope. You can get these very cheap anywhere. They are the best way to work cardio. It involves coordination, agility, and balance. So you're really working everything, and it gives a nice, good cardiovascular system workout. All right, so we're going to show you how you can vary the different ways to jump rope. Through speed, through arm change, through foot change. All those ways can change the jump rope tempo and movement. You want to make sure that when you put this program together, depending on your time and your fitness level, you can choose to do 3 days a week, incorporating one element on one day, and then maybe doing explosive moves on the second day, and the third move, full body movements. Or you got every day of the week, you could take one from each element and then do a round, 3 sets of that same movement, but change the timing. So do 1 minute on, 1 minute rest. Then the second round, do 45 seconds on and 15 seconds rest. And then the last set you do 30 and 30. So it's lots of ways you can change the intensity by the rhythm, the speed of the movement, the range of the movement, the amount of reps you do, and the movement itself. All those things have factors in changing the intensity, and that's what you want. You want to see change, you want to shock the body, so make sure you incorporate as much as you can. According to your fitness level, you have several things you can choose from. Thank you for watching me today. I hope you learned and got something out of this to help your workout.